Good morning. Welcome to the Heart of Longmont. My name is Tricia Graffelman. I'm the Mission and Ministry Coordinator here, and I am so glad that you are here with us.
Let our loves and fears unravel, celebrate the space we gain. There's a place for deepest dreaming, there's a time for darkest pain.
Where do we get those things? What are our roots? Where do we get those nutrients?
Family, friends, people.
Family, friends, people, God, right? So we have things. Grandparents, they absolutely, good answer, right? So we have a root system, and this church is part of our root system, right? It supports us. So I just want you to think about that as you're helping your mom or your dad or your grandparents do their planting. And for those of you doing your gardening, think about the kind of root system that you have that gives you love and support.
So then, if anyone is in Christ, that person is part of the new creation. The old things have gone away, and look, new things have arrived. All of these new things are from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ, and who gave us the ministry of reconciliation. In other words, God was reconciling the world to himself through Christ by not counting people's sins against them. He has trusted us with this message of reconciliation. So we are ambassadors who represent Christ. God is negotiating with you through us. We beg you, as Christ's representative, be reconciled to God.
How do you choose the people, the podcasts, the subscriptions, the artists, the athletes? How do you choose who you follow, and what does it take to unfollow, unfriend, unsubscribe, block? If you think of the life of Jesus, his power, his presence, his ministry was magnetic. It was irresistible. And there was no question about whether you followed Jesus or not, because people could not help themselves but to follow him. His purpose, his mission. And they weren't clicking a button. They weren't subscribing to his feed. They weren't listening to his podcast. Their lives were literally changed. They were literally transformed as they followed him each and every day. Does Jesus compel you or me to reach toward him as the woman did? Is Jesus' life for you this irresistible, magnetic power? Does he draw you in to his life and love? See, the resurrection tells us that when we feel like all hope is lost, like death is reigning over us, that's when we remember God's love permeating over us. That's when we remember the words, the worst thing is never the last thing, that God is always with us, and that love and life and light overcome death and darkness. And so when you are walking through doubt and despair and darkness, I remember the resurrection, that God is with us. I remember that all things are possible. You are made new. You're a new creature. all things have passed away, it says, look, all things have become new. So remember the power, the irresistible power of Jesus' life, ministry, death, and resurrection. It lives in you. So go and share it with the world.